So today, what happened today? I was being pulled into some kind of a net that I was watching some Power Rangers, some movies. And the movies came to life, and I started to have trips that they were seeing them in my head. Like an example, the villains from the Power Rangers show, the witch, and the Lord Zed. Seeing those things is real. I was seeing them in my room, and they were blowing some like deathly radiation at me, and it was like I felt like my body was burning, but it was like think about divine energy, but then think about it as like turned bad. So if you think about it this way, the demons turned evil and ugly and blackened through their non acknowledging of the truth about divine nature, divinity. But this is like it felt like it was like presence of evil, like a gigantic force. And I believe there are entities out there that are just giant forces, which have been blackened and they're darkened by the fall. But these beings according to the Power Rangers franchise series, they're evil space aliens, and they've been around for thousands and thousands of years. They've been around for a very, very long time. And I used to watch this show when I was really little, like 1996, 97, like really young. And we lived in Little Rock, Arkansas, when I started to see it. And it was a really bizarre. Well, anyways, we were obsessed with it as a child. And what happened was, I'm thinking back to myself. I was just thinking, this show is weird. It's weird to me because they borrowed that show from a Japanese show called Super Sentai, which that show depicts the Megazords as the Dinozords as divine god, guardian gods that are protectors of the earth and of civilization against the negative evil power for a parasite or whatever they're. Anyways, the show goes that the warriors are gifted their weapons and their powers after they're shown to be worthy of through their tests by this great wizard guy. He looks like some kind of wizard. He's like an old man. He's like an old Japanese guy. And he's one of the guardians too. But anyways, the Megazords actually can talk to people. So when they turn into the Megazord, when they all transform and they turned into the one Zord, that one big Zord with the horns and the middle unicorn he's got two horns and he's got a middle one. Well, he can speak, and they showed them, and it's wild. Well, anyways, I was tripping and hallucinating. I was tripping that all those. I actually thought that those things were, yeah. I don't know. I was seeing the villains in my back room, and what happens is, I think they're utilizing the power, the electronics, and I think when these beings that get into you, it's like having a light, um, electrical line running through your body, like your soul, and this is what this burning um feeling was. I think some people they're trying to come after some people. They want gold, and they want gold. They want precious valuables, and they want everything from you. I actually had a job interview, and it was as if I was being hunted by the people at their workplaces. The person that interviewed me is a new chicken place. They were hunting somebody who was being hunted for some kind of valuables or something. Well, anyways, you're a commodity to these people, to these work people. So you're not going to be anything to this world except traded goods, like it says in the Apocalypse, Revelation 18. They were trying to sell and trade souls of men, and then Babylon was. Well, anyways, it's like that's what these things are, but these villains are. I actually saw them. I saw them as big. What were they doing? It was like it was real or something. It was weird as hell. It was weird as crap because it was like Harry Potter, but it wasn't Harry Potter. It was like Power Rangers villains, and occasionally the Power Rangers themselves, but not there at all. They're not really real. They weren't really there. And it felt like I was like being teleported into some kind of like methamphetamine, DMT world or some kind of methamphetamine induced. It was like my brain was going to like an infinite world, and it was like I was like seeing different levels of myself in a speedy reality, and it was like I could see myself being in another place, being in like 100 places at once. So I could be like walking over somewhere. I could be just thinking about walking over somewhere, and that would be like there'd be like a phantom of myself walking, being somewhere else. It was really bizarre. It's like I was like hallucinating, having a psychedelic experience with just fasting, eating just like plain foods. I was eating plain foods, and it was like I was like unlocked something in my brain, so, like opened up, and I could like. Well, anyways, I think some of this stuff is from China. That are doing this stuff. They're doing Palace. The Chinese are trying to infiltrate us. And I heard them in my head one day. They were talking in my bedroom back there. They were talking about how much they hated Americans. They were like, oh, I hate Americans. And then I had another vision. I had a vision of the Matrix, pods of the Matrix, where they have those pods. Well, I thought that I was praying to Jesus, and I was praying. And as I prayed, I could see a person in the pod, like one of those wombs, of those artificial wombs, and they were like waking up from my prayer. Like either they were like it was like empty. It became empty. It was like it was weird. It was wild. It was as if like people are being They said that they were gonna put us into the Matrix. Some of these philosophers said so. They were like, yeah, they're trying to put us in the Matrix, hook us up to an artificial reality where we just do nothing at all but eat and nourish ourselves and get fat and die and believe this is the only life that we're living in. This is it wants you to believe that, of course. I want you to believe everything is. But I mean, the Chinese are from another world. That's a whole way across the world. But but I think there's something that they need to do with electronics and stuff. So there are these beings that can teleport themselves anywhere to the electrical current. See, so I had to cover up one of my electrical outlets back there in the back room there, because I could feel this thing, this Lord Zed. He's this red skeleton. He looks like he had he's like a skeleton. He's like a metallic piece. But anyways, I saw him in my bedroom there, and he was attacking me. Look at he has this energy that just like beamed at my body and it like hurt my shins and my legs. Like I walked back there. Something told me that I shouldn't go back there because there's something that's gonna happen. But anyways, what they were doing, it was as if they were like gaining intel on people. Like they're trying to gain intelligence on people, to learn more about us. I think there are aliens that are alien invaders that are from another galaxy. They are here, and they're trying to thwart God, the plans of God. Okay, they have no. They're blasted. They're purely when you're around them, their evilness. They have a tornado effect or hurricane effect of vileness that they can toxify your body and you feel like you're decaying or something. It's like it's like a Chernobyl is like around you or something and you're getting radiation. It sounds like it sounds crazy or whatever, but if you did, you have praying a lot and whatnot, staying grounded and energetically, very energetically adept to energies and things like that. Eventually, the fallen powers that be will want to sap into your energy, and you should understand what I'm saying. They want the pure energy of light. They don't have anything. They don't have it. So this is what the. But anyways, not to brag or anything. I'm not trying to brag or anything because this energy, there's different things. Like saying the Jesus prayer, in the name of God, you can draw the divine energy, grace into your soul. Fasting can draw grace to you, while staying abstinence. And then once you can get to see the energetic realities of layers of energy that are surrounding us that you don't understand, the inherent qualities of nature that they don't want you to appreciate the reality that we're living in. The school systems don't tell us anything about nature at all. They blaspheme creation. They want us to live in a stupor. And they want to treat us like slaves and sheep. These people that are actually they are in the energy of creation. They're the gods of us. They want to be the gods of the creation and lord it over everything else. And anything else that gets in their way, they're gonna. It's just done. They don't want to make them. Because their controllers have been around for a long time, and they're probably from different places, parts of the country, from different places. Well, that is what I was saying, though.
Bridal Suite is equipped with our Gold Star amenities package for your comfort.
You can attract these things to yourself, but it's like. It just makes you think the position you wonder for a second. Power is. There isn't so much power in. Power Rangers show is like 30 seasons in America. Why on earth would they have the audacity to have to create that show and then make you be hypnotized as a child? And it's as if these people got together to hypnotize you. Some of us have been brainwashed by the fallen powers into these cults of television. They wanted us to know something about history or something that we don't understand what's going on, and they were portraying it in these villains on the Power Rangers. They were literally telling bragging. The villains were talking about themselves and about how they're so old and how they've been doing this. They're just. It seems like something out of a science. Like it would be like, what in the world? The producers created them, but then it was like they were based off of some kind of truth or something. They were trying to be. Maybe it has to do with the way the human brain works, because the human brain, the way the media, electronic things, or they could probably get into your brain and start projecting these things into you. But then at the same time, the crazy part is they know what humans. They know it's like a brainwashing effect. But anyways, the Power Rangers always confused me because it was like they have this visor, okay? They have this helmets. They have like one. They don't have two glasses. There's just one glass over their two eyes. And so does this one character. This Zed character has that too. But it's like the same. It was like Jesus talked about the single eye. If you have your eye is single, your body will be full of light. If your eyes. It just makes me think for a second, like it's just like going into another reality. You do feel like your vision is becoming that one, a single vision, like your two becomes one, and then you enter you enter into this energetic field. This is what it was happening to me. Like I was seeing happen as I was hallucinating these villains on this show. I was like hallucinating them. When I was hallucinating them, it was like my vision started to. I started to see. I was like, it was strange, just really different, really strange. But anyways, yeah, I'm probably gonna shut this off here. I just wanted to discuss these so-called delusions, which they want to shut your brain down so that you can't hallucinate like this, because if you can't hallucinate, which I was going to turn my power off because I felt like my body was being burned up, and my body was, I was going to die, like possibly. It's going to fry you out. These beings in the universe that are so full of electricity and power and energy that they're full of the gritty energy, not heavenly energy, probably not heavenly energy, but it's like you could get teleported to their world, to their domain, and it's like a negative, destructive. There's just very terrible, destructive things in the world, in the universe that you don't want to. You don't want to be around.
Luggage down.
It would be. To get rid of the there's